Right, I had a bit of an eventful trip home from Milestone Caravan Park. We had a near accident in the contraflow. Now, I think I mentioned this on my Facebook page, but those of you who don't do Facebook, thought I'd give you a quick update what happened. I was driving along in the contraflow, a great big long contraflow around Bury, where everything slows down, Trafford Park and that. They're really, it's a dreadful bit of motorway, to be honest, even when it's not contraflowed. Narrow lanes, and the outside lane has a width restriction on it, and it's 2 metres. So, in theory, you shouldn't get wide vehicles in the outside lane. I was in the middle lane. There was a truck on my inside lane, and a van came steaming past, doing much more than 50. It was supposed to be doing 50. It must have been doing about 70. Steaming past and clobbered my outside mirror, bent it back that way. But it gave me such a shock, I automatically swerved, and I nearly swerved into the truck that was on the inside of me, and she somehow managed to avoid me. Loud toot of the horn, but I could have had a pile up because of that idiot. The mirror was all right. I looked at it, I thought, that's a weird angle, what's he doing out there? And I realised it sort of bent forward. I just pulled it back and it was fine. So I carried on our journey. I pulled in at the next services, probably to catch my breath and calm down a bit. Anyway, we set off again, and as we set off, going down the slip road, there was sort of a fluttering noise. And I thought, what earth's that? We didn't think anything of it and carried on our journey. Just thought maybe it was a bird or something. Just sounded like, sort of a flapping, fluttery noise. And carried on our journey. But thinking, as we got closer to home, I'm thinking, God, it's getting warm in here. And I'm feeling the heating. Well, it was like heating. It was blowing warm air. So I thought, there's something wrong with the air conditioning. And anyway, I got home and I looked under the bonnet with the engine running, and I could see a pulley wheel going around with nothing attached to it. So it appears that the belt that drives the air conditioning pump had fallen off, and that was the sort of the flapping noise. I just found a few bits of the remaining belt tucked in underneath on the tray underneath. So I thought, oh, blimey, I've got no air conditioning, and we're off to Wales next week. Oh, we're off to Lincolnshire next week, and then we're off to Wales. So I've got a fair bit of driving to do. So I was sort of a bit of a panic, thinking I'd probably need the air conditioning working. It's actually getting quite warm in here now. So I thought I'd better get it fixed. Anyway, I rang the Fiat professional dealer at Walton Summit, and they couldn't fit me in until end of August. That was the next date that suited me. So I thought, well, I'd better ring round. So the second number I rang was our friend Southport MOT centre, who've done some work on the tyres and various things on the car as well. So I thought I'd give them a ring, and the guy there, he said he would have a look, see if he could find the belt. Anyway, he did some ringing round and found a belt, and it's like a stretchy belt. So he's got us a belt, and I'm going over there now. I'm just driving into Southport, and hopefully he's got the right belt and we can get it fitted and get the air conditioning sorted before we go away. So fingers crossed, stick with us, see how we got on. Easy to miss. Oh. It's a busy place.
If you look there, you can see the belt wrapped around your pulley. See there?
Oh wow, yeah.
You're lucky you made it here.
I'm lucky you made it here altogether, yeah.
If that had gone into your time belt would have been knackered.
Wow.
And that would have been the engine gone. Where's the edge on that one?
Because I just found like ribs of belt lying in the tray, so that's obviously the rest of it.
I'm going to have to get that off.
Yeah, I need some pliers or something.
No, I'll get a Stanley on it and just cut it off.
Yeah.
And then it'll just fall out.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you're looking at someone here who's in a state of shock. I just thought the belt had come off on the air conditioning pulley, and Chris here has said that it's shredded the belt and it's shredded the other belt, and in danger of taking the timing belt out. And if it had taken the timing belt out, that would have blown up the engine, and the engine would have been a goner. So I could have been looking at sort of £5,000 or £6,000 for a new engine, I guess, however much they cost these days. So, phew. Yeah.
There's your bits of...
Good grief, look at that.
That's what you've got.
Yeah.
That's only on the crank. The actual pulley, it's the cover, that's melted.
Oh, it's, yeah, the heat's got on. I did wonder what that was.
Rubbing on it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those tensioners. No, I think it's the tensioner that's gone.
Yeah.
Not the idler, the tensioner.
Tensioner, yeah.
But to be honest with you, the Baker like pulleys, so if you're doing one, you do both anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're off the road, aren't you, till Monday?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. It's not the end of the world.
The engine not scrap.
No.
What I'll do, I'm going to pull the crank pulley off anyway.
Yeah.
If I pull the crank pulley off, I can just check there's nothing gone in the timing belt.
Yeah.
Because if it has, it'll just knacker it.
Yeah, would need a timing belt anyway then.
Well,
you need one anyway.
If it goes in the timing belt, you're having an engine.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that's all we can do.
Okay. Oh.
Monday.
Monday.
I'm not going to get the bits till Monday.
No.
But
so it looks like I'm on the bus.
That was a very lucky escape.
Yeah, I'm really lucky, yeah.
Very lucky escape.
Thanks, Chris. I think you might save me a whole lot of money there.
Might have, definitely.
Definitely, look at that.
Definitely, mate.
What a mess.
You don't want to frame it, do you?
No.
Right,
no, it will be on video.
Yeah, well, put it in the bin.
Oh, wow.
Because that's scrap. It is, well scrap.
Yeah. Like I say, I was thinking of going to Wales without air conditioning. I might have been going to Wales without an engine. I just got back from Southport MOT garage, and they've changed 2 drive belts and an idler pulley, and obviously there's labour on that. I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but that's between me and Southport MOT garage. But let me just say, I think it's an awful lot cheaper than how much it could have been if those belts had stayed on there, or bits of those belts had gone into the timing belt. That could have wrecked the engine, so I could have been looking at a new engine, or at least a reconditioned engine at the very worst. So I'm very grateful to Southport MOT garage, A, for seeing me so quickly, and B, for fixing it in a reasonable time. They had to order all the belts, so it spent the weekend at the garage, and they fixed it fairly quickly once they got the right drive belts. So thank you to Chris at the Southport MOT garage. If you're in the Southport area, do look them up if you need anything for your car or your motorhome. I'm sure they'll be able to help you out. We've used them for a number of years, at least since we've been here, and they've always been very good. So thank you. I think you've probably saved my engine, and that's no higher praise really. So I don't normally do clickbait on these videos, but I think the title of this video is probably justified. So I am just a grateful bunny here, and I've now got to get ready for our Welsh trip. We were going to go away to the nurseries in Lincolnshire, but we're not going to be able to make that. I've got a few things to do to get the van sorted and get things cleaned and get the van ready for our Welsh trip, so I'm not going to be able to make that. So I'm going to spend the next couple of days getting prepared and getting all spruced up, ready to go. So really looking forward to our Wales adventure, and if you want to follow us, please remember to subscribe, hit that notifications icon, and you get an update when I release another video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye then.